Yo, let me explain something to you all. That's coming from the West, Midwest, North. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, the South is very unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? This is what I've learned. From living in three different states. That is North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Like you would think in Florida, especially in Florida, it's the sunshine state. You know what I'm saying? It's especially in South Florida. You know what I'm saying? It's hot year long. It's beaches or whatever. You would think that there would be beautiful women, beautiful men or whatever that's in shape and this and that and so forth. Yeah, right. Get out of here with that. Most people that's in Florida, period, are not in shape whatsoever. You understand? And let me tell you something. The reason why that the South is not in shape is because they have this thing. You know what I'm saying? This food that people. I'm not gonna say me, because I once was hooked on it, but now I'm not. But most Southerners are hooked on it. It's called soul food. And soul food, the crazy thing about it is soul food was never good for the soul. You understand? I don't even know what it was good for, period. With the exception of it just tasting good. That's it. But most of the time, people, Southerners, what they do is when they eat food, their main concern is not the nutritional value that's in the food. It's how it tastes. That's it. They're not concerned with anything else. And most men, they suffer from prostate cancer, colon cancer, and all of that. You want to know why? Because it's manly to eat meat. You understand? To be a vegetarian, to eat vegetables and fruits, they think you a fun boy, if you get where I'm coming from. You understand? And that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That I can honestly say, in specific my race, the black race, we are just the worst in the South. You understand? Our slogan is, well, when you start talking to black people about food and eating, eat the right things and all the rest of that stuff, you know what they say? Well, you gotta die from something. That's the type of mentality you have? For real. Like I was looking at what's that joint with the football player, ex-football players? You know what I'm saying? Chad Cinco. You know what I'm saying? They had your man Styles P up there, right? Styles P got Juices for Life, Farmer for Life, or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? So he's on the right road, to get the black communities in shape and in health. But it was this one dude, if some of you all have seen it. There's this one dude, he was talking about no matter what, you know what I'm saying? He don't care what happens. He gonna continue to eat because he got diabetes, and his family is has a past. They're known foot cutters, meaning that their foot got cut off because of diabetes, and he's accepted that. And that's the type of ignorance the South has. That no matter what, they're gonna continue to eat their soul food. They're gonna continue to do what they want to do when it comes to food, because hey, you gotta die from something. And that, at the end of the day, who wants to live to be 70, 80, 90 years old? Nah. I want to live my life the way that I want to live my life. That's the mentality. And I don't care if it kills me. Straight up. And literally it has killed people, because when you go down to the Department of Health Services, you know what I'm saying? You see most people, they on Medicaid. They got their own health insurance or whatever have you, and they got to get pills and prescription, all of that stuff. Pills is $90 per pill or whatever. They taking, Big Mama got a Monday through Sunday little thing where they, where you put the little pills in there. You know what I'm saying? She taking 5-10 pills on Monday, 20 pills on Tuesday, 30 pills on Wednesday, 40 pills on Thursday. Some of them pills are for blood thinners. The other pills is her cholesterol. The other pills is her diabetes. It's just crazy. It's ridiculous. Heart blood pressure, all of that. Heart disease. But this is what you have to expect in the South. And the reality of it is that at the end of the day, you know how they talk about like the 1% of, the people on this planet maintain the vast majority of wealth. Well, you know what? It's the same thing dealing with the health world. You know what I'm saying? Like 1% of the world is in shape. It's the exact opposite. 1% of the world is in shape. And they maintain the vast amount of health that's on the planet. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That people don't mind dying early. That they won't give up their cornbread. They won't give up their pig feet. They won't give up their chitlins. Even if you tell them what it is. I've said many a times, yo, you know what chitlins is? You know it's the small and large intestines of a pig. And they know that. As a matter of fact, they'll tell you how to clean it. But what you do, you drain the dookie out. You know what I'm saying? You let it sit in some warm water and you scrub it. You get all that dookie out. And then you boil it and then, it's clean. No, it's not. Man, Southerners will eat the pig, as they say it, from the rooter to the tutor. They got this shit called souse. If you don't believe me, it may not be in the northern states, but it's definitely in the southern states. Go to your local grocery store, you'll see it. They got this thing called souse. And if you read it, they'll tell you exactly what's in souse. Souse has pig feet, pig ears, pig dick, pig scrotum, pig eyeballs. It's every damn thing that they left out, that they couldn't make in hot dogs or whatever. Like, that shit is crazy. But people still eating that shit. Chitlins, they sell that shit down here. What I'm trying to explain to you, for all you transplants and people that are not from the South, you're gonna be in a rude awakening when you get down here, seeing just how out of shape and unhealthy Southerners are. And it starts from Virginia all the way down to Texas. Straight up. People are dropping dead every day because of their ignorance. They ignore what's good for them. And people will sit back and say, well, you know what? I don't want to go eat at Whole's food. You know what I'm saying? It's too expensive. That kinkawa, what is it? Kinkawa and the black rice and the wild rice, that's too goddamn much. Those same people say it's too goddamn much, will be right at the bar on Fridays. Be right at Maggiano's, the Italian restaurant in Buckhead, on Saturdays. I know, because I was there. I seen it with my own eyes. Same motherfuckers complaining about food too much at Whole's Food be buying red bottoms, Louis Vuitton belts, while they go into expensive fucking restaurants, which makes no sense to me. And what they fail to realize is at the end of the day, it costs more to be unhealthy than to be healthy. It's just that plain and simple. Straight up. Like, when you get sick, you gotta go to the doctor. And if you got Medicaid, that's cool, but you still gotta pay for a prescription if the doctor prescribes pills to you. You have to pay for that. Even if it's reduced. Even if it's halfway covered. You still have to pay for that. And then at the end of the day, yo, seriously, at the end of the day, like, are you willing to risk your health, your life, all for a piece of goddamn chicken, fried chicken that is? Boy, Big Mama know how to cook them fried chicken. Which makes no sense to me. I'm at the Y every day, almost every day, you understand? And I can tell you that the vast majority of black people, black men, career-driven men that have careers, you understand, make 100,000, 200, 300,000, 400,000. I mean, the same thing with white people, white men too. They downstairs, they don't never go upstairs. Never. You don't ever see them upstairs where there's free weights, where there's machines where they can work out. You got the outdoor, indoor track. You got the swimming pool. You understand? You got treadmills. You got ellipticals. You got some of everything that could get you into shape. But they steadily downstairs in the sauna, the steam room, the hot tub. Because the way that they look at it is that the Y is a social life. They get to get away from their children. They get to get away from their wives and their girlfriends and shit like that. And it's crazy. You see these men worth 200, 300, 400,000, $500,000, million. You know what I'm saying? You got judges, lawyers, doctors, all types of professions that go to the Y. That stay downstairs, him downstairs. You understand? Him downstairs be down there too. Looking. Free looks. Crazy. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Downstairs, and you look at them, and they say they make $200,000 a year, whatever have you, and guess what? They ain't worth nothing but 10% of what they make. Less than that. Once you take off all their clothes and they just got on shorts, you can see just how much they've invested in themselves, and that's the problem. That's the problem. We always invest in ourselves externally. So we invest in cosmetics, how we look externally, but not what we internally put in our bodies to look good. So you see a bunch of women in the South that got makeup on, and then another girl said, "Oh, girl, you on fleek, you lit. Look at your skin, it's glowing." No, it's not, it's glowing. The broad's skin is glowing because she got makeup on. She looking like Ronald McDonald. But that's the problem. Got on girdles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Men, professional men got on tailor-made suits to make them look good. To make those tailor-made suits are cut a certain way so you can't see their stomach, their fupas and shit. You know how many fupas I see every damn day? It's to the point where it's sickening. And I'm not sitting here trying to scold or belittle anyone. I want us to do better as a race of black people, but not just a race of black people, but the human race as a whole. Because I don't just see overweight people and have this type of ignorant type of mentality of you got to die from something in the black race. I see it in all races. Plain and simple. You know how many arguments I've had towards white people where they just don't want to give up their type of lifestyle? And it's crazy to me. People actually eat as if they're going to live to be 200 to 300 to 400 years old. And then you know what's so crazy? They'll eat a certain way, right? And then years later, they develop cancer and they be like, well, I don't know where cancer came from. You know, it don't run in my family. Yeah, but it runs in your stomach because you just ate that shit. They tell you some of the boxes don't even lie. They tell you that it has carcinogens in it. And you still eating that shit. You understand? On the news, you know what I'm saying? They told you that now, not only does liquor, you know what I'm saying, alcohol, wine, beer cause cirrhosis of the liver, but guess what? Soda does as well. People still drinking soda. Straight up. Let me tell you something. And this is my word. When you go to the grocery store, man, I don't have to ever worry about buying spinach, broccoli, any type of fresh produce. But if I want to go to the cookie aisle, the soda aisle, the potato chip aisle, please, I better get there early. Let me say it again. I better get there early. I'll get my hands bit off trying to damn grab the last motherfucking bag of Doritos. Straight up. And that doesn't make sense. Yo, just think about it like this. Imagine a world where the grocery store said we ran out of Newport cigarettes. Y'all ain't hearing me though. Newport cigarettes, Marlboros, beer, wine. Because you know what's so funny? Yo, seriously, this is my word. You know, some of you all think that wine is good for you. Woo! Wine ain't no good for you. Not small consumptions of wine may be good for you. But at the end of the day, you know it's stale grapes, right? You know that, right? And it's a preservative that's in that wine. I forgot that, and it's in every cheap wine. And cheap doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, like Sutter Homes and shit like that, that's cheap wine. You know what I'm saying? But cheap doesn't necessarily mean like, you know, it could be expensive, but it's still cheap. I forgot the name of that ingredient. And it tells you in that ingredient, it may start with an S or a C. I forgot it. But anyway, it's a preservative. And that shit causes great damage to your body. So let's just say wine is good for you. The preservative that they're putting in the wine to preserve it, stock shelf, to keep it on the stock. You see what I'm saying? It's damaging. We just don't care, man. And it's crazy to me. And I see this type of attitude and mentality really in the South. Like, I'm not gonna even lie. When I was living in New York, come on, please, the Chinese food restaurants and the bodegas was just off the hook. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely a food desert in the hoods of New York, the 5 boroughs. You understand? And I seen a whole lot of fish and chips, chicken and chips, and all the rest of that shit. Yo, B, let me get pork fried rice and this and that. I was even a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me get chicken egg foo young. Straight up. And I thought I was being healthy when I said brown rice. And they ain't had no brown rice. They took the damn some soy sauce, put it in a wok, and threw some white rice in that shit and turned that shit brown. So I'm not getting strictly on the Southerners. I just see it more prevalent here. You understand? But in New York, I'm not making no excuses for them. But at the end of the day, they eat fucked up. But hear me out on this. They walk. They walk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk. You gotta get on the train. You gotta walk. Get out of the subway. Walk down this street. Walk down that street. This way. Walk that way. Blah 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 blah. In the South, you get in your car. That's all you do, and you drive. And if somebody sees you walking, they think that you a bum. They think you ain't got no money. They think just because you're walking that you don't have a car. So people look down on you if they see you walking, especially if you're a minority. It's okay if you white. They make excuses for white people. Oh, he's just walking to get in shape. Black people, you see me walking down my block. Man, where that nigga going? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I live like right down the street. Man, you don't live down the street. You understand? It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. But like when you see healthy people in the South, they're more in the downtown, or what we call in Charlotte, the uptown area. Now in the uptown area, when you go in uptown area, Ramir Park, you know what I'm saying, South Boulevard, South End, all that stuff, you see people running, you know what I'm saying, with their dogs, their bicycles, all of that stuff. You see them exercising, all that shit. But as you venture out, you know what I'm saying, North Charlotte, South Charlotte, you know what I'm saying, Still Creek area, you may see a lot of people like walking and everything, but it's not no strenuous exercise in this area, period. But it's all in the uptown area. And like take for example in Atlanta, it's the same thing. It may trickle into Buckhead a little bit because Buckhead is somewhat I said, connected to the downtown area of Atlanta. But other than that, man, come on, please. Please. I've been to Miami 1,001 times. I'm going there this December coming up. Period. And let me tell you something. I could count on my fingers, on my fingers, how many people that I've seen that was in shape. Straight up. And I'm talking about like healthy. I did it with working out in shape. I ain't talking about no plastic. Because you'll see that shit too. A whole bunch of plastic. A whole lot of Kens and Barbies down there. Period. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy that the South supposed to be this, like, it's trees, it's grass, it's more nature, like, you understand? When you go to Atlanta, yo, seriously, I didn't like the people in Atlanta. But far as dealing with just the city, it's a beautiful city, man. It's like it's Atlanta and Metro Atlanta. It's so many woods everywhere. It's just trees everywhere. It's like you're in a forest. It's beautiful. But you know what? Nature, all of that shit, people ain't concerned with that. Let me tell you something. I've seen black people walk out of the house, whether it was in Atlanta or whether it was in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Walking out of the house, it's a beautiful day. The sun is out. Everybody has to get vitamin D. You have to get a certain amount of vitamin D. You understand? That's straight up real. Like, everybody has to have vitamin D. You understand? I'm gonna put this joke out, especially women. I'm just playing. If you get the joke. But anyway, yeah, vitamin D. So at the end of the day, it's like I've seen black people walk out with an umbrella. Now, we heavily melanated black people, you know what I'm saying? I mean, darker than me. It takes some time for that sun to penetrate your skin. So you got to be out there longer. You're walking out there with an umbrella because black people don't want to get no darker. That's another thing. I don't want to get no darker. Yeah, but it's that vitamin D that you need, that everybody needs. And it's a proven fact. If you don't receive vitamin D, you go crazy. But nobody's concerned about being out and about. People are leaving their car, going to their job early in the morning before the sun comes out, and then they get off and they walk to their car when the sun goes down. So what kind of light or vitamin D you're getting? At the end of the day, and you wondering why you got to take supplements. Supplements is there, you see what I'm saying, for people that really need it. You don't really need it. You're just ignorant. You just don't want to go outside in the sun. Which makes no sense. I just don't get it, man. I don't get the South. I don't understand it. I've never understood it. I'm not going to lie. I never understood it. I never understood the South. Straight up, when it comes to eating habits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why people need vitamins. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you need to get, vitamin D and vitamin B12 and all the rest of this shit. And the reason why is because of the fact that such as vitamin B12 and vitamin D, etc., supplements. The reason why is because of the fact that you're not getting it through your diet. You know what I'm saying? You missing, niacin. You know what I'm saying? Iron, magnesium, potassium. You're missing that shit from your diet. You understand? Because you're so fixated on how something tastes and not so much the nutritional value behind it. You understand? I've seen my friends and my family, my co-workers or whatever, when I was working, you know what I'm saying? I had a conventional job. You know what I'm saying? Go to the fast food restaurant and order whatever and never pay attention or even think about looking at the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Especially in like places like McDonald's, they don't have no ingredients on the hamburger wrapper. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's concerned about that. But at the end of the day, when you go to, Thanksgiving and Christmas to your family's house, you ask who made the potato salad, who made the macaroni and cheese. You want to know who made it, because if Aunt Annie Mae made it, and Annie Mae is known for having a cat, you know what I'm saying, and hair gets caught up in the food, you don't want to eat it. But you don't ask anything. You don't ask any type of questions when it comes to the fast food restaurants. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, nowadays, you got the shot. And what I mean with the shot, the whole vaccination and all of that stuff. Y'all all concerned about, we don't know what's in it. You know what I'm saying? They may be injecting us with such and such, maybe you look at the Tuskegee experiment, you know what I'm saying? They were injecting, us black people with syphilis and blah, 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 and this and that and so forth. Yeah, you busy asking 101 million damn questions about what's in the shot, but you ain't asking any type of questions when it comes to asking what's in Domino's Pizza, Papa John's, Maggiano, the Italian restaurant, Applebee's, Macaroni Grill, and the list goes on. So this is the reason why, at the end of the day, I tell my family, yo, straight up, if you die from any type of illnesses that you caused on yourself, I'm not going to your funeral. You can can it. Matter of fact, I don't like seeing dead bodies. I don't want to remember you just laying in a casket like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to feel sorry for you because you brought it on yourself. You created food's genocide. You ate food that slowly killed you. And I can't feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised that the South even exists right about now. I'm serious. I'm surprised that human beings even exist in the South based on how bad their dietary habits are. Straight up. People in the South everybody's still drinking cow milk. I'm not going to even lie. Like, this is my word. When the mother of my children, she was pregnant, breastfeeding and all of that, I used to suck on her breast. And that's some good ass goddamn milk. I'm not even lying. That was some of the best tasting milk I ever had in my life. Warm and sweet. I ain't even lying, yo. I used to suck on them. I ain't gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't lying. Like, I go to the gym and I'm good. The nutritional value that's in breast milk. If you ever know or found out just how much nutrition that breast milk has, you'll be drinking that shit instead of cow milk. But you know what? I don't want to get my breast damaged. You know what I'm saying? I want my breast to be slashing back and forth. I don't want my ninnies to be hanging over like, you know how you take two socks and you put it over a hanger? That's how some women titties be looking. You don't want your titties to look like that because you got an image. Yeah, but you fed your children some Similac. You know what I'm saying? Soy milk, genetically modified soy. You wonder why your boy coming out with more estrogen than testosterone in his body. Man, I'm not gonna go there, man. I'm about to be done with this. I could go on for days with my eyes closed and shit about this. Yo, South, get your shit together. Straight up, stop being ignorant. Get it together. And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just being real. Unless you just don't want to be on this planet. And I just don't get it. Like I see this. Oh, one last thing and I'm done. I promise you. This is the big shebang bang. For real. This is what y'all been waiting for. The Southerners that say some shit like this. Well, Uncle Willie lived to be 99 years old. and he ate pork. He ate everything from the rooter to the tutor. He ate raccoon, snake. Yo, Southerners be eating any and everything that walks. You see a deer one day, you don't see them the next. See, they on somebody, that shit is on somebody's dinner table. That's my word, for real. Your rabbits be running around over here like late at night. I be seeing a rabbit in front of my yard and shit. I'm like, yo, play it safe. Play it safe, Bugs. Straight up, play it safe, Bugs Bunny. You don't want to be on somebody's plate. I'm not lying. This is my word. The Southerners eat everything from the rooter to the tutor. I'm not lying, right? Yeah, you know, Uncle Willie lived 99 years old. Yeah, but Uncle Willie got his foot chopped off. He got a hunchback. He can't hardly walk. He can't hardly talk. All his teeth are gone. When I'm 99 years old, let me tell you something. My cousin told me this. She said, yo, because she keep up, you know, with my family more than I do. You know what I'm saying? Like the West Indian side of it. You know what I'm saying? She said, well, not so much more than I do, but I'm saying she know more about it because I was just introduced to that as of recently, like a couple of years. My cousin been known about, you know, the West Indian side of our family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She said that my great-great-great-great-grandfather was climbing up coconut trees, chopping coconuts down at 90-something years old. That's how I want to be. I want to be running. I want to be active. I want my... Yo, this is my word. I know this is I try to be as PG-13 as possible. You understand? But I want my dick to get hard at 90. I still want to be going bang, 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 bang. Oh, y'all motherfucker. That's another... Man, I could go on. I could go on with the ED shit, erectile dysfunction and all of that shit. You understand? You know how you could clip that in the butt? Watermelon. African fruit called watermelon. Watermelon is the motherfucking... I'm telling you... If there's a God, God gave us watermelon for a reason. Stop rejecting that, black people. Straight up, do you know I eat the seeds? The seeds got fucking nutrition in it. I could go on for days, man. I'm about to end this. Yo, listen, I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video, especially to the Southerners. Peace.